A 100-year-old former death camp guard is to go on trial in Germany. The man was a guard at the Sachsenhausen Nazi concentration camp near Berlin and will now stand trial 76 years after the Second World War. German weekly Welt Sonntag reported that the man is charged with accessory to murder in 3,500 cases. He will stand trial in October. A court spokesman said the man will be able to stand trial for 2 to 2.5 hours a day. The man, who has not been named due to German media laws concerning suspects, was said to have worked as a guard at the concentration camp from 1942 to 1945 in Sachsenhausen, where around 200,000 people were imprisoned and 20,000 murdered. People were killed, including from forced labor, medical experiments and systemic extermination. The Nazi regime kept Jewish people, political opponents, Roma and homosexuals, among other groups, in the camp during its time in operation. In its later years, most of Sachsenhausen's prisoners were foreigners, with large numbers from the Soviet Union and Poland, according to the Brandenburg Memorials Foundation. While the number of suspects in Nazi crimes is dwindling due to the time that has passed since the war, prosecutors are still trying to bring people to justice. A landmark conviction in 2011 cleared the way to more prosecutions, as working in a concentration camp was for the first time found to be grounds for culpability with no proof of a specific crime. Just last year, it was revealed that a 96-year-old woman will be tried at a youth court for crimes she allegedly committed when she was 18. The woman is charged with helping to murder 11,430 inmates at Sonntag concentration camp during the Second World War. At the time, she worked as a secretary for the camp commander Paul Werner Hoppe. According to the indictment, as a stenotypist and typist in the camp commandant's office of former concentration camp Stutthof, she is alleged to have assisted those in charge of the camp in the systematic killing of those imprisoned there between June 1943 and April 1945. In July last year, a former Nazi SS concentration camp guard was found guilty of complicity in the murder of more than 5,000 prisoners. Bruno Day was handed a 2-year suspended prison sentence by a court in the German city of Hamburg. Day had manned a tower at the Stutthof camp in what was then occupied Poland. During the 9-month trial, Day listened to witness statements but maintained he had been forced into his role as a guard at the camp and had not been involved in the killings. In his last statement to the court, he said he had been shaken by the witness accounts and apologized to those who went through the hell of this madness. However, he added that he had not been aware of the extent of the atrocities until the trial.